the Senate Majority Leader. Well, now that has become somewhat toxic, and when you have people who've been endorsed by him now sort of saying, well, you know, he's fine, he's everything, but well, I like getting endorsements from a lot of different people. You know, in a war between Bannon and Trump, all of those candidates are going to pick Trump's side. This is not like the divorce where they really feel like they have to be equal to both partners in this thing. The real question, though, in my mind, though, is whether or not this will continue beyond a few news cycles, and when we get into these primaries, the issue of the sort of anti-establishment versus establishment, the Senate Majority Leader and his troubles or with the base and the base itself has always been, started long before Steve Bannon. It's always been about something bigger than Steve Bannon or Donald Trump. It's been about this frustration from the base with what they see as an establishment pushing an agenda that does not align with their own agenda. So I don't know that that part goes away. Maybe Bannon isn't the person who's encouraging these people to run, but let's also remember, it's not like Bannon was bankrolling these people. He didn't have money, he didn't have an organization. It's the other folks with the money in the organization that I'm going to be spending
the
time
Mercers
watching.
and others.
Yeah.
You're going to say?
There's also sort of a delicious irony here, because Bannon's people have been asking every candidate, are you going to support Mitch McConnell? Well, now the reverse is going to happen. These candidates are being asked, do you stick with Steve Bannon?
And that's what struck me today himself, just the verbiage of it. And you get the statement that comes out, and then over the course of a few hours, into my inbox comes an in case you missed it email from the Republican National Committee and from the Senate Leadership Fund, which is Mitch McConnell's group. So you've got the entire Republican Party at war with Steve Bannon, led by the president himself. And I think the trouble for Bannon here is his entire persona is that of a kingmaker. That's how he's fancied himself after the Trump victory. And he tried to crown Roy Moore, which was a total disaster for the party, losing an unlosable seat. And now he's tried to shiv the king, thinking that maybe people will be loyal to him. No, in this analogy, they're loyal to the king, who is President Trump.
And Byron, let me ask you about the substance of this. We talked about the charge from Bannon about that meeting in Trump Tower in 2016. Here's the quote. Even if you thought that this was not treasonous or unpatriotic or badass, and I happen to think it's all of that, you should have called the FBI immediately. The chance that Don Jr. did not walk these Jamos up to his father's office on the 26th floor is zero. They're going to crack Don Jr. like an egg on national TV. Is that problematic, and does that somehow become part of the Mueller investigation or congressional investigations on Capitol Hill?
Well, he gets points for Jamos, that was good, but I think this buys him a lot of trouble on